Hi, so welcome to this live. Today, we're going to be talking about how to nurture leads on YouTube. So, if you're interested in that, if you're a business owner and you want to learn how you can nurture the leads that you have generated from YouTube or from other platforms and you've brought them onto YouTube, now how can you actually nurture them so they can move down that sales process and the sales funnel so much quicker? That's what we're going to be talking about, so you better stick around. Now, I am very big believer of valuing people's time. So I'm going to go straight into it. The first thing you need to do is you need to make sure that you're focusing on your zone of genius. What do I mean by that? Now, as a business owner, especially when you're at the beginning of your YouTube journey, you don't need to really be showing things that are outside of your business. What I mean by that is go shopping with me, unless it's something to do with clothes that you would normally wear as a work from home mom or work from home business owner, then that's fine. But random things like that, or what I eat in a day, just because you see other YouTubers, specifically lifestyle YouTubers, doing that, does not mean that's right for you. You're a business owner, and I believe the whole point of your YouTube channel is to build your personal brand, to generate leads, and to sign clients. So you need to make sure that you're focusing on your zone of genius or whatever your personal brand pillars are. If you don't know what personal brand pillars are, just very quickly, when you're building your personal brand on any platform, I would advise having about three, no more than five topics that you be known for, that you talk about. So if that's on your YouTube channel, you would talk about those 3 to 5 topics all the time on your YouTube channel. That's what I mean by personal brand pillars. But back to what we were saying, focusing on your zone of genius. So you want to make sure that the videos that you are putting out are more about what you do in your business, focusing on the pain points that your ideal clients have, because these ideal clients are also on YouTube, so they're looking for you. So you want to address their pain points, you want to give them solutions to their problems, and then also then say, this is what I can help you with, just like you would in any marketing content. But focusing on your zone of genius makes them know you for that particular person. So in my case, when I talk about YouTube all the time, people just naturally then identify me, my name with YouTube. So if they're talking to someone who maybe needs help with their YouTube channel, they'd be like, well, I know someone, Jennifer, she can help you with YouTube. So that's the really important thing about focusing on your zone of genius. You get known for that. You become the go-to person for YouTube or whatever it is you specialize in your business. Excuse me, I've got a cold, so I'm gonna have a little cough. And then the second thing is you want to use lead magnets. Create videos on topics that you have lead magnets on. And then throughout the video, keep mentioning that lead magnet. Tell people about it. Tell them to go check in the link in the description. Maybe in the video itself, show them the lead magnet and how, the different steps in it, the processes and everything. You don't need to go too much into detail where you're giving so much away and then they don't feel like they need to download it. But people like to see what it is you're selling or promoting. So maybe show them a little bit of what the lead magnet looks like. But by using lead magnets and creating videos around topics of that lead magnet, it helps you to, first of all, attract the specific people who would be interested in that lead magnet. And it also shows them that, okay, well, there's more to learn. Outside of this video that I'm watching, there's more to learn. So I need to download this lead magnet. And then it brings them into your email list where you can nurture them. But the thing with sometimes, and I've been guilty of this, I've downloaded lead magnets and then never read the person's emails again. Either it became too much because some people's welcome sequence is far too long and they get like 2 a day. So I then unsubscribe. But if I was invested in their channel, on the other hand, and I'm watching their YouTube videos because I'm still getting a lot of value from it, it still means that I'm being nurtured. May not be on your email sequence or their email list, but I'm being nurtured with your channel. So then they become that go-to person when I need help with that particular problem or struggle. Then the third thing is, I really like this one, showing behind the scenes of your business. So let's assume you're a coach and you are going to be doing a VIP day with a client. Now, if you've got permission, maybe vlog the process. You getting up in the morning. How do you prepare for VIP days? Maybe talk about the process, the pre-planned process. Where you had a call with them initially and what you went through, what this client's struggle is. Take them through that and then show them the entire day. You don't need to specifically go into the actual strategies that you use for that particular client. But you could just maybe talk about a little bit, like in my case, let's say if I was having a VIP day with clients, I don't do them yet, but soon I probably will be start providing that service. But let's assume it's a service I do provide and I was to have a VIP day with a client. So I will first of all talk about this client, what it is they are needing, what type of business they've got, what problems they're experiencing, and then I'll bring you along. And then maybe halfway through the day, I'll kind of update you on what's going on so far, and then I'll talk about the strategies that we're covering. So I could say something like, "Yeah, we're talking about thumbnails and how to improve our thumbnails to get her more views. We're talking about this and the other." I don't need to go into specific detail about that person, but I can tell you the general strategy that we're doing, or how we're going to get her more views, how we're going to get her more leads for her channel, how we're going to get her to sign more clients through her channel. I'll take you through that process as generally as I possibly can without giving too much away. Because remember, obviously, someone is paying for the actual specific strategy, so you don't want to give that away. But doing this actually shows people what to expect when they work with you, and they actually get people more excited to say, "Oh, okay, maybe I should sign up for her services. Maybe I should work with her through a VIP day or one of her coaching services." So show them behind the scenes of your business. Even if you're not a coach, let's say you're a product-based business or a service-based business, maybe show yourself as you're editing a client's video. In my case, I'm like, if you're a video editor like me, show behind the scenes of how you edit clients' videos, or show behind the scenes of you putting together clients' processes. If you are a automation specialist, show people behind the scenes of the business and what it is you're helping your clients do. And this helps people to visualize what it's like to work with you, get a feel for it, get a taste for it for free, because obviously it's on YouTube, before they make that big decision to then work with you. And this is a great way to nurture leads, because you are obviously giving them value, but you're also helping them to build that connection. So when the time comes and they are working with you, it feels like they've already been here, and that relationship and connection has already been built. A lot of like the people who I work with, like coaches or specialists I've worked with in the past, I felt like I already knew them before I started working with them. And that is the power of nurturing. That is why nurturing leads is so important. It just helps people know what to expect, and helps them feel comfortable when they're working with you. And then the fourth thing is, you want to lead with value. So then you can talk about yourself. I have a very good example of this. I was watching a YouTube video earlier today, and I had a little rant about it on my Instagram stories. But in this video, this woman, she is a business owner. I think she's a nutritionist. I'm not sure. But anyways, she's given tips about productivity. And she spent the first 5 minutes talking about her life and basically how chaotic it is. She's got kids, she works from home. Her husband is a full-time stay-at-home dad with her, so that she's trying to explain how that's really important for her and it's really helped her in her business. And she has a cleaner, and basically she goes on this massive spiel about her life for 5 minutes. So when she finally finishes, and I'm like, okay, great, maybe we're finally going to get somewhere to getting these tips about productivity. She then goes on to talk about her business. And I can see why she thinks that's a good idea, because it's like, well, I might as well get them early and tell them about my business while they're still on. But the problem is, that's just going to offend a lot of people, because you promise something in your title. You need to deliver it as soon as possible in that video. Give that value. Then maybe halfway through, let's say you've got like 4 tips. So maybe after the second tip, then introduce your business. Talk about what you do for a bit, who you help. Maybe share some clients' testimonials or whatever, and then move on. But yeah, lead with value first. This helps to nurture people, because They, like I said, get to know you as the expert in your field. They identify your face with what you do. And it just means that they know that you care enough about their struggles that you're giving them free value. So don't waste time. Don't waste people's time by talking so much about yourself, your business at the beginning when you could actually give them value. Give them something that'll make them go, ooh, this is juicy. I want to hear more. And then it's like, oh, so that's why she knows so much, because this is what she does. So you're here listening to me talk about YouTube. And then I'm going to go into I'm a YouTube trainer and channel manager. And I help business owners to start and grow on YouTube so they can convert their viewers into clients without feeling overwhelmed and confused. And that's it. That's my little sales pitch. But because I've given you value at the beginning, it doesn't feel like, yeah, she's talking about herself. I literally did that for I think it's only 10, 20 seconds. So that's how you do it. People want to know more. The more value you give them, the more interest they'll have in who are you? And I feel like I need you in my life. Do you know what I mean? So that is why you always lead with value. And the fifth one is to go live on YouTube. Yes, I know it sounds scary. I'm doing it right now. If you're watching this replay, this video is alive or was recorded live. Going live on YouTube is, excuse me, it's easier because if you're a business owner, you're really busy. You don't have time to edit videos unless you've got the budget to hire a video editor, or like my company, where we not only edit videos, but we're also design thumbnails and create a specific YouTube strategy for you and your business, your needs. But you may not have if you have put the budget for that, brilliant. But when you don't have the budget for it, it's really good to go live because you don't have to think about editing. But it's terrifying at the same time. I totally get it because, what if you mess up? But that's why preparation is really important. I've got my notes right here, so I'm prepared. And because I am an expert in my field, I don't have to have a script because I know what I want to say. And I'm sure you're the expert in your field, so you don't need a script. You just need outlines, you need bullet points to prompt you on the next thing to say. But I would advise go live on YouTube. The reason being, it helps you build a connection with your audience, especially if you've got people jumping on live and watching you. They can ask you questions in real time. This is amazing because if they have any questions about your offer, you could maybe even spend some time, during that live, a minute, talk about your offer, and then say to them, let me know, do you have any questions? And I'm going to answer them in real time. And that is a great way to just know what people are up to, what it is they want. I think on YouTube, people are more comfortable with asking questions live because it's it almost feels anonymous. It's such a big world that people are not going to be like, oh my God, what if my mom saw me asking this question? Or what if my competitors see that I'm interested to work with this person? Whereas on Instagram, it's so connected that your competitors could see that you're interested in hiring a coach, or maybe the coach that you worked with last year that wasn't that great can see that you're interested in hiring another coach because their job wasn't very good last year. But it's just people are more comfortable to ask questions on YouTube because it feels like no man's land. No one is connected. We can just be anonymous and nobody's going to know. So use the opportunity of going live on YouTube to build connection with your audience, get them to ask you questions. You could even, depend on the size of your audience and how engaged they are, you can set up beforehand a Q&A and ask them to ask you questions regarding your services. And then you go live and you talk about your services and answer those questions. That's another really good tip that you can do to nurture your leads. But anyways, that's it. That is it for this video. That's how I recommend you nurture your leads on YouTube. It's really not difficult. It's just a matter of, I guess, doing the right things and doing them well. So if you've got any questions about YouTube at all, you can leave them in the comments, or you can follow me on Instagram or connect with me on LinkedIn, which is going to be, both of which are going to be linked in the description. And I will see you in the next live. Bye.